Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback. I'm going to go through these as a first-time site visitor and give you feedback on the user experience and whether or not the content is in the right place or existing and in the right format, all right? So let's jump in. Good. Gracie, we've got the contact in the last position. That's good. Let's grab all of these and delete those, take those out. Let's take out the shop. And we do need a location and a menu page. So this logo also will go into the header, just the header. This is part of the content that was provided, so that has to be entered, and so does this. Okay, all that text has to be entered. You can copy and paste it sometimes. It won't necessarily override the template format, so you have to check all that, but we can't put a picture of words in. Okay, same here. So allow several hours at least. I'd put aside a day to do that. You're going to have to enter the about content here and update all of the placeholders. All right. And I'll double check. Maybe you have two links. They seem to be the same. So yeah, set aside plenty of time. That content all has to be entered into a page. And you'll need a location page and a menu page. The menu page will take the longest. All right. Keep it simple so you don't have to put an image in for every item. Depending on how you set that up. But we can also arrange for a one-on-one Zoom. Anybody wants to reach out to me in their message through the feedback of their assignment and see what we can do about that. Okay, next, let's see. Let's take this out, M. Cohen and Sons. So maybe this is just the template. There we go. Okay, put the logo up here. All right. And so far so good. You could probably put this in a couple of columns so there's less scrolling. And okay, logo up there. You've got your everything here. Okay. We try not to tile the logo. This isn't too bad because it's not, butting up next to each other and it's legible, but we do crop off the logo there. So if you're going to do it, clients don't want to see their logos cropped, all right? So just have at least a single row. I recommend not doing it, but as long as it doesn't crop the logo and it's legible and not used often, then that is all right. Okay, so let's not put it back here. You can see we have the rastering there on the edges, and it's cropping the logo. And we've got some placeholder text here that needs to come out. Otherwise, your colors are good. Okay. Nice. Okay, it's kind of deep for the footer, but okay. All right. All right, good job. Just some minor edits there, but you do want to set some time aside to do that. All right. All right. Okay, Jordan. I believe this is not linking. So you want to double check that. Easy to read. I love that. Nice and clear. Good job. Okay. Higher contrast, right? This will be flagged later for you to check for accessibility. This needs to definitely be darker text, and here as well. Okay. That needs a little higher contrast. Okay. A little bit of padding here. Nice work. All right. Good job. Good job, Jordan. This one. Okay. All right. All right, Jade. This will need a drop shadow or something. It needs some contrast here or a darker color, right? Make sure that these also have contrast. Let's delete this in your pages and menu. Delete the contact, delete the reservations. There'll be an app for your restaurant. You want to take all that out. Okay, we don't, it's just a food truck. Be mindful of any images that have glassware. Since it is a food truck, link these up to the client accounts, and we need the disclaimer down here along with the copyright and year. Again, higher contrast for readability. I would put this in 2 columns at least. That page comes out. We get rid of this category page. We get rid of the book online. And as I say, when you are in here and you go to your editor, right here, you probably have a restaurant app that you can select the gear and delete, and that will get rid of some of those unnecessary pages that you're looking at there. This will come out. So no more. We just need a contact, location, menu, about, and you can have an events page, but I don't insist on that. I do want to get the basics in place. Okay. And probably close this up a little bit. We definitely want the logo in the header up here. Okay. All right. Let's see, Caitlin. We do want to be careful if we change logos at all. I would use it once and make sure that it's in the header up here so that it's on every page. I do like this addition. Let's see, we want to make sure this could be a food truck. I see you've made some little animations. Went the extra mile. Needs a little work, right? Kind of bouncing into the wall, but interesting. Do make sure that we're not cutting content at all. Good job with your, we want to take out the privacy policy because it is usually simply telling you what it is. Okay. So let's not do that. And now I'm almost stuck over there. We have a couple of Okay. Well, good. You discovered Monday and Wednesday are the same locations. But let's somehow arrange this to where this isn't so much wider than this one. Whether it means you're just, yeah. Here you say Tuesday, Thursday. Here you have an S on each, so you could remove the S. And this flyout menu isn't as friendly as having a menu right there available. We need the form. This is a little deep, and you won't need the logo down here this size. You do need it up in the header. All right? Okay. You do need your descriptions for your food. All right, the ingredients. Okay. I believe this is a different page. So that needs to be looked at so that we're not duplicating. It has to do with somebody moving things onto the home page, trying to put everything there, and then the other pages are still there. All right, but you've got a great start. Let's try not to edit or crop company logos. Okay, so just move the logo up here. Probably don't want this box to be so wide. You might be able to grab that and bring it over here. You might be able to actually put a navigation here, which, yeah. All right, okay. Really good start. I would set several hours aside because you want to work on the functionality, and that sometimes can take a little more. There will be tomorrow a troubleshooting video that will be uploaded. Okay, probably not till afternoon sometime, but that will help you in some cases with the functioning and creating anchors and links and things. Let's try, and I know this isn't perfectly round, so you want to work a little to center it. Grab these and delete them. Let's see. This is an interesting image, Anna, and we don't, doesn't appear to have much in the way of glassware. It does have some. You want to be careful with that. Good job down here, except you want to make sure you double check the spelling of the client's name. And the About Us appears blank. Set some time aside for that. Unless the file is so big it's taking time to load. And let's just delete this events page because it's incomplete. And let's just make sure that you work on, okay. Double check again over here in your pages and menu that you don't have a restaurant app. You can just delete that. Okay. All right, so we have a little bit of time we need to set aside for this and link up to their client accounts, all right? Okay. All right, everybody. Again, there is a there is a 1 o'clock live session that is in your meetings tab tomorrow. And you can also reach out to me. There will be an archive that will touch on some troubleshooting tomorrow. But make sure you set time aside to finish these up. It does take time. It's not hard, but it does take time, or it can be stressful. I know time is hard to come by, but block that time out and you'll be glad that you did, and things will just go smoother. All right? All right, everybody. Good luck. Contact me with any questions whatsoever. All right? Good night.